Most traders don't lose their prop firm accounts because they're bad at trading. They lose it after they win. They pass the challenge, they get funded, and then within days, the account is gone. Not because of strategy, but because of something far more dangerous. It's a mindset shift that no one sees coming. And if you don't catch it early, you will do everything right, but just to lose straight away. And I've been there. I've passed multiple challenges. I've been funded. I've got payouts, and then I've given it all back. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to pass, exactly how to stay funded, and the psychological traps that you will find yourself in, and what destroys most traders just before they're about to succeed. Because this isn't theory, this is exactly what happens. And more importantly, the mistakes that I made and the mistakes that you're making right now, you can't really find the answers to them on YouTube. So everything in this video is from what challenges I had and had to overcome to become a profitable trader and to consistently get payouts from prop firms. So let's get something straight first of all. You're not failing because of a bad strategy or bad entries. You're failing because you turned the challenge phase into a race. Think about how it's set up. You've got a 10% target to hit on most prop firms. Some of them have a time limit, and you've got the pressure of trying to pass. Now, combine those three things together and your brain instantly switches to survival mode. So now every trade feels like it has to work. And that's where the issues start. That's when you start to force trades that aren't there. And then suddenly you're overexposed. Then comes the worst part, revenge trading. One loss turns into two. Two losses turn into 5. And before you even know what's happened, you've hit max down draw. The account's gone. You've wasted your money. And that's the part that no one tells you is these prop firms, they're not testing your strategy. They are purely testing your risk management, your psychology, and how well you behave under pressure. Because I have had the chance to speak to multiple prop firm owners, and they all have said the same thing. They don't care which strategy you use. They care if you can pass the challenges time and time again and get payouts time and time again. And the only thing they're looking for is strong psychology and strong risk management. The strategy is literally bottom tier for what they're looking for. So now you know what the triggers are on why you're failing these challenges. How do you pass? And pass consistently. Your goal here isn't to make money. Your goal is to stay alive long enough where you can make money, but not by gambling. That's the shift, because most traders, they try and hit the 10% as quickly as they possibly can. And that's why they fail. So here's what actually works. Step 1, you need to have controlled risk. This needs to be set before you even buy the prop firm. You need to know exactly how much you're going to risk per trade. Now for prop firm challenges, I like to risk 1%. Anything smaller, and it will take a very long time to pass a challenge. And at that point, your mindset would have shifted to start over trading and upping risk anyway. So 1% risk. However, as soon as I get to plus 4% profit, I will up my risk to 2% per trade. This is to speed things up a little bit, but knowing that I have a decent buffer behind me. However, as soon as I dip back down under that 4% buffer that I've given myself, it's 1% per trade again. If I'm in down draw, it's 1% per trade. I only risk 2% per trade when I am above the 4% threshold. It's not to be safe, but it's to give yourself enough room to be wrong. Because you're a trader, you are going to be incorrect with your trade sometimes. If you have a 60% win rate, you know that out of 10 trades you take, you're going to lose at least 4. So you need to be prepared to lose the trades and have enough breathing space in your account, which allows you to do so. So the traders who pass consistently, they're not the ones who gamble, and they're not the ones who full port. They're the ones who can survive their losses, make a comeback, and then pass. In step 2, you need to stack small wins. This is where a lot of people underestimate maths, because you don't need a big trade, you just need consistency. If you're doing a 1 to 2 risk to reward model and you're risking 1% per trade, You only need 5 winning trades to pass the account. That's it. And with that model, it allows you to be incorrect 10 times from the very start of the prop firm challenge. So it reduces the stress. With the stress reduced, you act more calmly and you can select these better trades a lot clearer. Because trading's not exciting, it shouldn't be exciting, and you need to treat it like it's a boring game. So stack the small wins and they will compound every single day until you hit your 10% target. It's not a race. It might take 5 days, it might take 10. But you're better to stack small wins than you are to take huge losses and potentially one huge win. And step 3 is you need to do less, because this one destroys people. If your setup isn't there, you don't trade. It's as simple as that. But a lot of you guys, you don't see your setup, but you place a trade anyway. And I get it, doing less sounds so simple, but it is one of the hardest things to change in your trading, because doing nothing feels like you're falling behind. Doing nothing feels like you're lazy. So you take trades that aren't there, but those trades are the ones that end up blowing your account. So once you've passed the challenge now, this is where things get dangerous, because you passed the challenge and now you're funded. And for a moment, you feel like you've made it. Your ego and confidence is at an all-time high. But that's the trap. Your mindset has now instantly changed. Because during a challenge, you were cautious, you were disciplined, you were consistent. But once you're funded, your brain switches to make money fast mode. And that's where everything collapses.